In this Las Vegas capital conquest with one beginner bot settings, with me capturing a bunch of territories as the first player, my opponent came up with a very smart strategy of immediately blitzing my cap. But his mistake was to move from the new cap without leaving any troops here, so this way he could fortify his army back only to one of the capitals instead of making them balanced. So I captured the unguarded one, and while my opponent still successfully blitzed me, I had a big territorial advantage, so I retook one of them again, and with that my opponent just gave up. This is next game we played, and my opponent made the same exact mistake as me of leaving his capital very weak, so I immediately took the blitz, and with invading my opponent into his continents, myself I made sure to properly guard both of the capitals. My opponent got a bad blitz roll to recapture one of them. And then with me taking over all of that stuff and territories, the game was over for him, he quit. And then in the other game I played with another opponent, my opponent left his capital relatively weak, and I did the same strategy again, and even though my opponent recaptured his capital, I ended up holding a continent, so then I luckily recaptured my opponent's capital back, getting a good blitz roll. And then with my opponent failing to recapture his capital, I took over a big advantage, and then by taking the bot's capital as well I won the game.